Welcome back, everybody. Now I walked across the street here. I am in Judge Jon Helton's office. First of all, I appreciate you letting me come today.
I appreciate you being here, giving me the opportunity to tell a little bit about myself.
Seems like I see you everywhere. You're all over the community. Dublin boy, you graduated from Dublin High School in 1989.
That's right.
Local boy. I can tell everywhere I see you, no matter where it is, pancake supper, the many things going on in our community. Or walking down the parade, as I saw him in the last parade, you must have had... I saw y'all turn the corner up there. It looked like an army coming at us on television. Y'all saw the parade here on TV 35, but just a band of brothers and sisters, didn't you?
We did. We had a good crowd, and that was very humbling that many people wanted to come out and support me that day, and had a fun time. It was a good parade. Saw a lot of people. It's good for our community that day.
Yep. And why is it so important for you growing up here as I did? We were talking off camera just a minute ago, but you're looking at two people. We love serving our community. It's just something that just comes natural. But how does that help you as far as, and you've sit on it's been a judge the last 6 months, took over for Judge Smith, but how has that helped you this last 6 months, Judge?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. This community's been awful good to me and my family. And, somebody's got to give back. Somebody's got to be a public servant. There's a lot of things I'm not very good at. I can't fix things or build things.
I'm with you there.
But, for 16 years, I've had a pretty high volume courtroom law practice here, and I've given that up. And I've chosen for the remainder of my career, if the voters will allow me, to serve this community as a judge. I think that, I've got the experience and the knowledge. And quite frankly, it's a good change from the practice of law because in the position I'm in, you can help people. Yep. And I enjoy helping people.
Yeah. And you're with two guys, and I want to ask you about the relationship with other two judges, but you're also with two guys. We're fortunate, as you know, in our community to have the type public servants we do. We just don't run into all the things you read about other parts of the country. Tell me about, of course, Judge Gillis. You served in private practice with him. How is it now serving on the bench with him?
Well, I'll tell you, I'll start with Judge Flanders. When I started practicing law, Judge Flanders had just come on the bench, and he's truly been a mentor to me. And I don't think you'll find a finer judge anywhere in the state of Georgia than Judge Flanders. And a lot of things that I do and a lot of decisions I make are based on sound reasoning that I have observed from him over the years. His door is open. He's been very good to me. He takes questions if I have questions. Judge Gillis, on the other hand, I practiced law with, and you had a little bit different relationship with him because we worked together. But likewise, he's been very helpful. They're both very accommodating. And the thing I like is we all work well together. The other day, Judge Flanders had a very big calendar. It was obvious that he wasn't going to be able to do it all. We split it up. There's been days it's happened to me, and he's helped me. And it's just been a good experience for us all, I think.
Yeah. And let's talk about your family. Of course, married to Jennifer, which is my daughter's name. I just love that. When I saw that was your wife's name, just a beautiful name.
We joked the other day, we've been married 19 years.
Okay.
And next year she will have been a Helton longer than she was a Benson.
Wow.
And, she's from Pensacola, Florida.
Okay. God's country, huh?
Yeah, well, to
Beautiful
her it is.
Beaches, yeah.
If there was just a good way to get there from here, but there's not.
There's no interstate to Pensacola.
But anyway, she's lived here for 19 years, and this is her home now. She loves it here. Community's been very good to her. We met at Auburn, where I went to college, and we got married when we both left Auburn, and been here ever since.
And two beautiful kids. You got to brag on them.
Yeah, I tell you what, the Lord has truly blessed me with my kids. My son's very athletic, plays a lot of baseball. My daughter is very, this year she's just really gotten fired up in church. She got saved this year.
Amen.
And she goes to church conferences and all, but all in all, I've been very blessed with my children.
And what church y'all go to?
Marie. We go to Marie Baptist Church. We've been going there a long time.
What a moving church in our community. Gosh, the things y'all do at Marie. So let's talk about, you talked about Auburn University, John Marshall Law School, and of course you've worn many hats since you got out of school, and I want to break that down for you. Let's talk about the first one. You worked in the juvenile pro tem. You've worked in that department. How is that helping you on the bench?
Well, I'll tell you, the thing about juvenile court, and I did it for 3 or 4 years, that was a very good experience for me, is juvenile court is a little different than superior court in that the goal of juvenile court is to rehabilitate a juvenile, not to punish. And you find ways to get to the bottom of what's going on and what happened and the root of the problem, and you try to fix it. And, you know, dealing with juveniles is a real rewarding experience because you feel like that if you can get a kid turned around, you can save his life and a burden on the community and the taxpayers down the road.
Right, gobs of money. But the kid's life more important than anything. Okay, you work in the DA's office.
That's where I started years ago. In fact,
the way you say that.
Well, it was back. Ralph Walk was a DA.
Okay.
And he hired me. He gave me my first job. In fact, I started under the third-year Practice Act when you're a third-year law student. And then I just continued there after I passed the bar for a year or so before I got hired by Nelson, Gillis, and Smith. Right. Worked there for a few years. And then in 98, Sam Hilbin and I started our own law firm. And then I went to work with Sam, and we were there until I came here.
Okay, and of course you've served many communities in our area, Toomsboro, I think, and Irwington, but you've served as counsel, as judge, or the city of Irwington. You actually municipal judge.
Yeah, I was the county attorney from 1998 to 2012. My math ain't real good. I don't know what that is. And I've done prosecuting in the probate court there. I've been the municipal court judge of McIntyre and Irwington. And I've done a little bit of it all. And I think if you'll look, there's not any attorney, if you'll look in the clerk's office, that's tried any more cases here than I have in the last 10 years.
Okay, Judge, you've been in office 6 months, and obviously you don't think we need a change, you know, and we talked about your relationship with the other 2 judges. Somebody out there watching us right now, of course, we grew up here, a lot of local people, but Dublin ain't the town we grew up in. It's a lot larger town. A lot of people don't know Judge Jon Helton. Why should they vote for you and keep you in office?
Well, I think there's several key reasons. The first thing is I will always be a fair judge. And, you know, where experience comes in is I've practiced in front of a lot of judges. Some I consider to be good judges, some I consider to be bad judges. And unless you go in front of a bad judge, you don't really know what a good judge should be. No matter what you do up here, you can be firm and you can be stern when necessary, but you can treat people with dignity and respect.
Amen.
And you can be firm with somebody and do it in a respectful and dignified manner. And I will always do that. I don't care. It's irrelevant to me. I won't look at the balance of your checking account or the color of your skin. I will look at the facts in the case, and I will apply the law, and I will do what I think is fair and right. Will I always make the right decision? Absolutely not. Nobody ever will. But I will do my best to do what I think is right under those circumstances.
That's all you can ask for, and that's all we want. You want to be fair. We want you to be fair. Okay, how can people, we can't ask everything on here. A lot of you sitting there say, James, ask him this. What if they want to talk to you, Judge, want to support you, want to get in touch with you? Tell them how to get in touch with you.
They can call my office at 272-4131 would be the best thing to do. And then my secretary can, if I'm not here, she can let me know, and I'll be happy to get in touch with them. Obviously, anybody that wants to talk to me about the campaign, wants to help me, I would love it. Need all the help we can get. Yeah, obviously, I can't discuss an ongoing case.
Right.
We'd be very clear about that. But we, I've been here, and everybody's got their opinion. I've been here 6 months. I've done a good job. I hadn't been reversed. I come to work. I'm fair. There's just absolutely no reason to make a change, in my opinion. I think I have earned the right that I am a good judge to stay here, and I hope that everybody sees it that way.
Okay, good job. And the number's right there on the screen. You just dial that number, Judge Helton. He's got a very hectic schedule, but I promise you he will call you back. And like you said, you appreciate any support they'll give you.
Absolutely.
July 31st. We just knocking on the door, aren't we, Judge?
Boy, I tell you what, time's flying. It really is.
It is. Thank y'all for joining us today, and thank you, Judge.
Thank you.